The island's beach patrol gearing up for those big crowds by staffing all of their lifeguard towers.
But heading into the summer, that may not be the case. David Gonzalez joining us live now from the seawall with more on that, David.
Hey guys, yeah, Beach Patrol isn't calling this a lifeguard shortage just yet, but they do say that their staffing numbers are below their target. The good news is that lifeguards just like these guys will be on duty patrolling 9 miles of beach here in Galveston, making sure you're safe. So they urge you to swim near one of these towers. Summer is just around the corner, and beachgoers in Galveston are ready to enjoy the sunshine and the water.
It's the first beautiful day in a while.
Families flocking to the beach are planning where they're going to spend the day ahead of time.
There's a lifeguard, there's stores, people around to help out if we need anything. It's a nice, clean, safe area.
A lifeguard is obviously nice to have, and we appreciate what the lifeguards are out here doing.
Galveston Island Beach Patrol says they're noticing visitors arriving earlier in the year and staying later.
That concerns us. You know, weekdays have been an issue, have enough staff out here. And also, most of our labor is seasonal workers, so they're like students, and you know they come out on the weekends in the season, and then summer they'll come.
With thousands expected over the holiday weekend, Beach Patrol is working to make sure there's a lifeguard on duty at all 32 of their lifeguard towers.
May not have 2 people up there like we like on those big holiday weekends, but we're going to have them staffed.
In the end, beachgoers say it's about personal responsibility, and that lifeguards are just an added level of protection.
Stay focused, be here now. Because they're kids, they need us to watch out for them.
And I'm not watching just myself and my own kids. I'm watching everything because you never know what's going to happen.
Beach Patrol says that they are working to hire and train more lifeguards heading into the summer season. As far as this weekend, they say they may not have enough lifeguards, though, for some of those extra resources like those boats in the water or those lost child details. Sherman?
All right, thank you, David. As always, just be careful, exercise some common sense.